Welcome to Germany. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's episode is a throwback one. I've been living in Germany for over 6 years now, and I feel I'm a totally different person compared to the one when I first landed here with zero German and way too much confidence. So today, I wanna take you back to those early days. I'm going to talk about the things that shocked me when I first arrived in Germany. Not in a complaining way, just sharing my experience. Alright, los geht's. Okay, so my very first culture shock is everything is closed on Sunday. I still remember that was the first week I arrived in Germany, and I would like to take Sunday to shop for everything I need. But when I Googled the shops, I found that almost everything shuts down on Sunday, like supermarkets, clothing stores, furniture shops are closed. I just realized that I have to do everything on Saturday or weekday. As a person coming from Taiwan, where supermarket or even 7-Eleven is open 24 hours a day and even every day, including Christmas and public holidays, I'm so shocked. In Taipei, if you need something in the midnight on Sunday, you just go get it. The convenience store is right there. Just go to grab anything you need in the night. But in Germany, you must plan everything ahead. Sunday is for resting, for family, for going on a walk in the forest, apparently, not for forgetting to buy milk. But now, after these years, I've so used to the shops are closed on Sunday, and it's so quiet in the street on Sunday. And also now, I always plan my week ahead, do my shopping on Saturday. Okay, talk about the shopping. The next culture shock for me is when you go buy something in some shops, you must go with cash or their lovely easy card. In this modern century, the contactless payment is so popular. In most countries in Eastern Asia, you can pay everything by just tapping your phone. And even sometimes if you pay by credit card, you got some discount. So you can imagine when I walk into a restaurant in Germany and I went to pay, they just look at me like I had offended them when I pull out my credit card. So now, every time before going to the restaurant in Germany, I have to check if they say cash only or not. If so, I have to go find an ATM, come back and pay. And this wasn't just that one restaurant. I'm talking about pharmacies, bakeries, small shops, and even the government offices. It's cash only. Germany is one of the most cash dependent countries in Europe, and nobody told me before I came. What's funny is that Germans will explain this to you. They will say things like, cash is private, cash is anonymous, and you can check it. And there's something very on brand about that. This deep cultural suspicion of being monitored, which given Germans' history, actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. They protect their personal information carefully. But I have to say, there is progress now. After COVID-19, some shops is card only, and the government office offer the payment with card. But still, these days I always make sure that I have some cash in my wallet, because you never know where you need the cash. Alright, come to the last one. We have to come back to the supermarket. So I was at the supermarket. I've got my groceries on the conveyor belt. The cashier is scanning things super fast. Just beep, 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 beep. And I'm standing there like, oh, cool. So efficient. And then I just realized that all my stuff is piling up at the end, just sitting there, and the cashier is still going. And I'm starting to panic because the little mountain is getting bigger and bigger. And I haven't started packing yet because I thought there will be a moment where I could neatly organize everything into my bag. But there is no pause. The cashier finished, tell me the total, and I'm standing there surrounded by a small mountain of grocery that I have not packed, with a line of people behind me who are very pointedly not making eye contact, and I'm sweating. And then I just packed everything into my bag as fast as I could without the order. It was totally a chaos. In Taiwan, the cashier will often help you pack, or at least wait patiently. The whole thing is very relaxed. But in Germany, the expectation is clear. You pack your own bag, you do it quickly, because other people are waiting, and time is a resource we do not waste. It took me honestly about 5 or 6 supermarket trips before I figured out my system. Bag open first, big heavy things first, learn to anticipate the scanning speed and keep up. But now there are some automatic checkout machines that we can do it ourselves and take our time to pack everything. So I usually go to the automatic checkout to avoid that chaos situation now. So looking back at all of these culture shocks, what do I actually think now? I think this makes me feel foreign because they are so different from what I grew up with. But they are not random. They make sense once you understand the culture behind them. On Sundays, shops closing is about rest and collective well-being. Cash-only culture, it's about privacy and distrust of monitoring. Packing your own grocery fast is about respecting other people's time. Once I started seeing the why instead of just the what, everything started to feel less shocking and more interesting. Even the parts that still drive me a little bit crazy. Okay, that's all for today's episode. I hope you enjoy this little throwback memory with me. If you are thinking about moving to Germany, or you just moved and you are in that chaotic first year phase, I just want to say it gets easier, it gets better. If you related to any of this, I'd love to hear your stories. What shocked you when you first arrived somewhere new? You can reach me out on Instagram or leave a comment wherever you are listening to this. Take care, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers!